Hello students, welcome to MJC Learning. I am Manju Dilip. Today I am going to start with the 12th standard mathematics topic differentiation part 8. So we already discussed in the previous video about logarithmic differentiation and we solved questions also. So today we'll start with the topic implicit differentiation and we'll solve the questions related to it. So before that we have to discuss about explicit and implicit functions. So first we will start with explicit function. If a variable y can be expressed as a function of another variable x, that is y is equal to f of x, then the function f of x is called explicit function of x. So in the previous videos, we have completed composite function differentiation and logarithmic differentiation, etc. So in that cases, we have done derivative of explicit functions. That means the functions are of the form f of x is equal to x square plus x minus 3, y equal to sine 3x plus e raised to x, etc. are called explicit function. Here in the right hand side you can see the function in one variable. Here it is the variable x and here it is again variable x is here, but trigonometric function is given. So the functions with only one variable in one side, that means y is equal to f of x or uh, g is equal to f of y or x is equal to g of y. This kind of functions are called explicit functions. Now next is implicit function. If an equation in x and y is given but x is not an explicit function of y and y is not an explicit function of x, then either of the variables is an implicit function of the other. That means if the given function is like this, ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0, here we cannot split this in only one variable. So it's a combination of x and y. This kind of functions are called implicit functions. Here again log of x plus y. So both the variables are present in both the sides of this equation. So this kind of functions are called implicit functions. Now I'll discuss the derivatives of implicit function. Differentiate both sides of the equation with respect to x. So in uh, derivative of this implicit function cases, you have to take the derivative on both sides, treating y as a differentiable function of x. That means dy upon dx. While taking the derivative of implicit function, function of y is considered as composite function. That means y is equal to sine x cube. This kind of functions are coming. Then we'll consider y as a composite function. Collect the terms containing dy upon dx on both sides of the equation and solve for dy upon dx. While solving, you will get, if you are taking derivative on both sides of the equation, sometimes right hand side become 0, sometimes it become the combination of x and y. So dy upon dx you have to get in both the sides. So that time you will take the derivative of dy upon any function dy upon dx and you have to collect it to the one side of the equation. So that is, we can understand by this question. Find dy upon dx if root x plus root y is equal to root a. The given question can be written as x raised to 1 upon 2 plus y raised to 1 upon 2 is equal to a raised to 1 upon 2. Now differentiating with respect to x, here it is x raised to 1 upon 2 and y raised to 1 upon 2 is here. So we'll take the derivative of this one. So 1 upon 2 x raised to minus 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 2 raised to y raised to minus 1 upon 2 into dy upon dx. Here the function is purely x. So we can take the derivative, it's in the format of x raised to n and the derivative of x raised to n is n into x raised to n minus 1. But here again the function is y raised to 1 upon 2. So we are considering this as x raised to n format. So we have to take the derivative of this function. So 1 upon 2 y raised to minus 1 upon 2. But since it is not x, you have to take the derivative of this y with respect to x. That is dy upon dx. You have to write in that place equal to 0. Now we know that x raised to minus 1 upon 2 can be written as 1 upon x raised to 1 upon 2. That can be written as 1 upon root x. So this term can be written as 1 upon 2 root x plus 1 upon 2 root y into dy upon dx is equal to 0. Now I will keep this dy upon dx derivative term in the left hand side and remaining term to the right hand side. So 1 upon 2 root y dy upon dx is equal to minus of 1 upon 2 root x. So dy upon dx is equal to minus 2 root y upon 2 root x. 2 to cancel. So the final answer of this question is dy upon dx is equal to minus of root of y upon x. Here root y upon root x can be written as root of y upon x in single root. This is the final answer. Next question is, find dy upon dx if x cube plus x square y plus xy square plus y cube equal to 81. Solution of this question we will start again. Here the function is in the format of x into y combination. So we have to understand the question. This is implicit method, implicit differentiation. So differentiate with respect to x square, sorry x. So x cube derivative is 3x square plus derivative of x square y. Here it is in the format of u into v. Here again it is u into v. So first function x square into derivative of y is dy upon dx plus y into derivative of x square is 2x plus here again u into v format. So first function x into derivative y square is 2y dy upon dx plus y square into derivative of x is 1 plus derivative y cube is 3y square into dy upon dx is equal to 0. So whenever the y term is coming, you have to take dy upon dx also together. Now we'll keep this derivative terms together and without derivative terms together. So in the next step we are combining 3x square plus 2xy plus y square plus derivative dy upon dx I have taken out. So remaining terms in the x square plus 2xy plus 3y square equal to 0. Now we will keep this derivative term to the left hand side and this term we will take to the right hand side. So if you are taking this term to the right hand side, it will become minus of 3x square plus 2xy plus y square and cross multiplying this value. So you will get x square plus 2xy plus 3y square. So this is the final answer for this question. Next question is, find dy upon dx if e raised to x minus y is equal to x upon y. This is exponential function and twice it is exponential function is given. So we'll take logarithm on both sides in this case. So log of e raised to x minus y is equal to log of x upon y. Now we know that log e raised to x can be written as x because logarithmic function and exponential functions are opposite functions and cancel, so you will get x. So here it will become e raised to x minus y is equal to log of x upon y can be written as by using law of quotient log a upon log b, so log x minus log y. So differentiate with respect to x. E raised to x minus y is in the format of e raised to x, so we will write that as it is. And since it is not x, you have to take the derivative of x minus y. Derivative of x minus y is 1 minus dy upon dx is equal to derivative of log x is 1 upon x. Derivative of log y is 1 upon y dy upon dx. In the next step, we will expand this. So e raised to x minus y minus e raised to x minus y into dy upon dx is equal to 1 upon x minus 1 upon y dy upon dx. Now we'll take the dy upon derivative terms into the left hand side, that is dy upon dx into this term will come to the left hand side, so it will become positive. So 1 upon y minus e raised to x minus y is equal to 1 upon x minus this term will come to the right hand side, so it will become minus of e raised to x minus y. Then taking LCM on both sides, so dy upon dx into 1 minus y e raised to x minus y upon y is equal to 1 minus x e raised to x minus y upon x. Now we'll cross multiply this term to the right. So dy upon dx is equal to, this will go to the numerator. So y into 1 minus x into e raised to x minus y upon x is here already. So x into this term will come to the denominator. So 1 minus y into e raised to x minus y. This is the final answer for this question. So next question is, Show that dy upon dx is equal to y upon x in the following, where a is a constant. And the question is sec of x raised to 5 plus y raised to 5 upon x raised to 5 minus y raised to 5 is equal to a square. So solution, we will start with the question. In this type of question, maybe trigonometric functions, inverse functions are also giving here. So you have to take that term to the right hand side. Since this function is equal to a square or some constant is given, that time you will solve like this. So x raised to 5 plus y raised to 5 upon x raised to 5 minus y raised to 5 is equal to, taking this sec to the right hand side, this will become sec inverse of a square. Sec inverse of a constant is a constant, so you can give any constant name. So k I am giving here, so k a constant. Now x raised to 5 plus y raised to 5 is equal to k into x raised to 5 minus y raised to 5, cross multiplying. Then in the next step, x raised to 5 plus y raised to 5 is equal to multiplying this k to the two terms. So k into x raised to 5 minus k into y raised to 5. So y raised to 5 is already here. I'm taking this to the left hand side. So plus k into y raised to 5 is equal to k into x raised to 5 minus x raised to 5. So I can take y raised to 5 outside in this term. So this will become y raised to 5 of 1 plus k is equal to k minus 1 into x raised to 5. Now y raised to 5 can be written as k minus 1 upon k plus 1 into x raised to 5. Here again, this is k is a constant, so k minus 1 is a constant, k plus 1 is a constant, so ratio will become a constant. So you can give a name to this one. So y raised to 5 is equal to c into x raised to 5, where c is equal to k minus 1 upon k plus 1. So differentiate both sides with respect to x. 5y raised to 4 dy upon dx is equal to 5 into c into x raised to 4. Now we'll keep this dy upon dx here, and we can cancel 5. So y raised to 4 dy upon dx is equal to c into x raised to 4. In the next step, dy upon dx is equal to c into x raised to 4 upon y raised to 4. Now from this equation, c can be written as y raised to 5 upon x raised to 5. So we can substitute that value in this place. So y raised to 5 upon x raised to 5 into x raised to 4 upon y raised to 4, that's equal to, after cancellation you will get y upon x, because we cancel x raised to 4 here. So 1x will remain in the denominator and y raised to 4 cancel. So numerator will get y. So y upon x is the final answer. Next question is, if log of x cube minus y cube upon x cube plus y cube to the base 10 is equal to 2, show that dy upon dx is equal to minus 99x square upon 101 y square. So the given question we have written like this. Now x cube minus y cube upon x cube plus y cube is equal to 10 square equal to 100. This is the exponential form of this logarithmic function. We all know this formula. Logarithmic, how to convert logarithmic function to exponential format. So if log m to the base a equal to x is given, then m is equal to a raised to x. This is the exponential form of this logarithmic function. So here in the place of m it is x cube minus y cube upon x cube plus y cube. So I have written over here equal to, in the place of a it is 10 and in the place of x it is 2. So 10 square, that's equal to 100. Now we have converted this logarithmic function into this format, exponential format. So x cube minus y cube upon x cube plus y cube equal to 100 is now. We can multiply the denominator to the right hand side. So it will become x cube minus y cube equal to 100 x cube plus 100 y cube. Then taking x cube to the left hand side and y cube to the left hand side, it will become like this, minus 99x cube plus minus 101 y cube is equal to 0. Differentiating, we get minus 99 into 3x square minus 101 3y square dy upon dx equal to 0. Then dy upon dx we will keep to the left hand side, that's equal to 99 into 3x square upon minus 101 3y square. 3 cancel, so you'll get minus 99 x square upon 101 y square. This is the final answer. Now some exercise questions are given to you. You have to solve it. Thank you.